Road trip movies come and go. In fact, they are almost ingrained in the American psyche. However, it is rare for women to take center stage in these films. Thelma and Louise is a 1991 movie directed by Ridley Scott and written by Kelly Khoury. This film spans multiple genres, being described as a drama, adventure, or road movie, with elements of romantic comedy. It stars Susan Sarandon as Louise and Geena Davis as Thelma. The supporting cast includes Harvey Keitel, Michael Madsen, Christopher McDonald, and the then-unknown Brad Pitt in one of his first major roles. The storyline follows two friends from Arkansas, housewife Thelma Dickinson and waitress Louise Sawyer, who seek to escape their troubles. Without saying goodbye, they leave on a sunny summer morning. Unfortunately, the trip takes a turn for the worse when an inebriated Thelma faces an attempted rape in a parking lot, leading to a murder in self-defense. With Mexico as their final destination, Thelma and Louise head towards absolute freedom in their 1966 Ford Thunderbird convertible. The idea for the film originated in the spring of 1988 when Khoury, then a music video producer, was driving home from work in Santa Monica. She spent the next 6 months working on her first screenplay, inspired by her own experiences and her friendship with country singer Pam Tillis. Initially, Khoury wanted it to be a low-budget independent film directed by herself. After facing multiple rejections, a colleague presented the project to Ridley Scott and his production company, who showed great enthusiasm for it. The movie was almost starred by Jodie Foster and Michelle Pfeiffer, or Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn. With Scott as producer, Foster and Pfeiffer were set for the lead roles, but delays in the project led Foster to leave for The Silence of the Lambs. Streep and Hawn were then considered, but they eventually left due to scheduling conflicts and differences in casting choices. This opened the way for Susan Sarandon and Geena Davis to take the lead roles. Michelle Pfeiffer convinced Ridley Scott to direct the film. Although Khoury intended it to be a low-budget independent film, Scott's involvement, a renowned Hollywood filmmaker, drastically changed the project's course. Initially, Scott only wanted to produce the film and spent time looking for a suitable director. Though he contacted several, all turned him down. It wasn't until Pfeiffer persuaded him that he decided to direct it himself. The role of J.D., initially given to William Baldwin, eventually went to Brad Pitt after Baldwin left due to production delays. Geena Davis was present at Pitt's audition and strongly advocated for him to the producers and Scott, saying, "You need to cast this guy, Brad Pitt." Pitt ultimately got the role for just $6,000, a significant sum for him at that time. During production, Geena Davis was already a major figure in Hollywood, but wasn't initially at the top of the list for this project. She and her agent were so persistent that Scott finally considered her for a role, although it wasn't clear which one. Davis's acting coach encouraged her to pursue the role of Louise, and when she met with Scott, she explained why she should play that character. However, when she found out she would be acting alongside Susan Sarandon, she became interested in playing Thelma as well. The famous love scene between Davis and Pitt had its complications. Initially, Davis was reluctant to film intimate scenes and considered using body doubles. However, Pitt had more difficulties, particularly in the part where Davis sits on his lap, experiencing a natural physical response. It is said that Davis noticed, smiled, and winked at him, reassuring him. Thelma and Louise is a film worth revisiting. It is a memorable work from 1991 that continues to resonate today. We'll end here. Thank you for your attention. Like and subscribe. There are many interesting things ahead. Good luck.